everyone, I am Nancy Thompson, a independent demonstrator from Skaneateles, New York, and I have this wonderful gift card holder within a card. So I shared this last night with several customers of mine, and to celebrate my birthday bash, because it's my birthday tomorrow, and I wanted to make sure everybody knew, because there were some that weren't able to attend, and I wanted to make sure everybody else knew how to do this. So so I hope this is an easy card to help follow along with. Okay, so let me, do I have it? So let me point you down, and then you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So here's this card that we created last night. It's using the Snowflake Wishes stamp set and the So Many dies, and also the Winter Snow embossing folder. And what it does is it opens up for a place to insert your gift card, or it could even be money that's in here. Okay, so you have a little spot to add a nice little present for the holidays. So you might be finding you want a way to make a statement to present those gift cards to people this holiday season. So this is an easy way to create one for them. Okay, so let me show you. So here's this really nice embossing folder, the Winter Snow, and we're going to create this really nice embossing background with the snowflakes folder. Okay, the Winter Snow embossing folder, and it's a nice petite size of snowflakes, so it doesn't so you can actually see the design in the folder, which I love. And of course, here's the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. It has some really nice words and all the different size snowflakes in it to create some beautiful backgrounds. And the dies have actually, there's lots of dies that will cut out your stamped images also, or just even plain on cardstock to create some texture to whatever you're working on. Okay, so let's put that aside. So what I've done is I've kind of created a little template here for you. Okay, we start off with a 4 1/4 by 12-inch piece of designer series paper. So choose whichever one you want. You know, whatever pattern you fall in love with. Okay, so what I've done is we're going to cut it off at 9 3/4 first, okay, because that's what's going to create our gift card holder here. Okay, and then we have this extra designer paper left from that strip of designer paper. So then we just need a 1 1/2 strip of designer paper, which is here. Okay, and I've used a different design because I was mix and matching the different patterns in this collection of snowflake paper. Okay, so there's that, and then we just have this little piece of scrap that you can easily use on some other scrappy strip card, so you don't waste it. Okay, so that's what you start with, and then you're going to need a paper cutter. Okay, so we can score. And it's just 2 easy score measurements. Okay, the first one is 3 1/4 inches. Okay, so make sure your cutting blade is out of the way, and you're just going to lightly score, and then we're going to move it down to 6 1/2 inches. Again, that was 3 1/4 and then 6 1/2 inches. That's all there is to it. Isn't that easy? Okay, let me put this cutter out of the way. And then you're going to, so this is my outside. So decide which of your patterns you want to have showcasing, okay? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in, okay? And I'm going to fold it back, all right? So we create, and you want to make sure that your folds meet up nicely, okay? Because this is going to, you know, make your gift card holder look nice. All right, so I'm going to just double check here and just put some nice creases in those score marks. Okay, so that's what we got. Okay, So the way to do this is you want a mountain and then a valley, because this is the side I want on the outside, okay? Once you've done that, then you're going to just flip it, okay? Actually, this is upside down. So this is the side I don't want to show. Okay, I'll let you do that. So my inside, I've got my mountain and my valley, all right? And then I'm going to take my 1.5 inch punch, or if you don't have that, something comparable to that size works great. Or if you don't have any circle punches, maybe a circle die, or even just take a round glass, and because you just want a nice circle cutout here. So I'm not sure if you knew this before, but when you look at your punch, they've got these little indentations here. Okay, and there's one there, and then there's one over there. Those are your middle images right there. Let me just kind of see if you can see that. Right there is a middle part, and right there. Okay, so that helps you know that you're not having a cockeyed, you know, an off-center punched out image. So what I'm going to do is first line it up side to side between my two score marks, okay? And then insert my punch and make sure that I'm straight, okay? And then I'm going to just punch it. And that's all we need, because we want to just create that little half moon, okay? So when I close this up, see how that's going to create our little pocket, all right? So with it still on the back side, let me show you. So let me show you that, okay? I'm going to get rid of this. So I'm going to use tear tape so you can see exactly where you need to put adhesive, okay? You can either use, tear tape, you could use some Tombow multi-purpose glue, you could use our new Seal Plus, okay? You want something a little bit more than what our snail used to be, okay? Because you want to make sure this stays closed. Okay, so remember, this is my inside, the side that I'm not going to have showing, and I've got it on just this right panel only, all right? So just there. So I'm going to take this away, and then we will just fold this over, okay, till it meets that fold line. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to flip it over. So there's our little pocket. Okay, so this is where I'm going to put my message here. So now we can attach this to our card front. Okay, so for the card front, I started with just a 1/4 sheet of Whisper White thick cardstock, okay, because I wanted a little bit of stability to my base, so I've started with that. That's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then my Highland Heather piece of cardstock here is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, where's my adhesive? Let's see, here we go. So we're going to just add this to the front of my card, to this white cardstock base. Okay, so we can just add this here, center it on the white. There we go. And now, so on this non-pocket side, just the single piece, I'm going to add adhesive here, okay, because this is what's going to lay on top of the card base. And the Seal Plus, one thing about that is if you go off the edge, you've got this stuff hanging over, so make sure that's because I'm using Seal Plus right now, okay? And okay, so I'm going to just, I see the Seal Plus sticking out. Okay, so I'm going to just layer this on top here. And one thing about using a collection of paper, you can decide which design you want to use, okay? All right, so I've got a strip of cardstock that is 1 3/4 inches by 3 1/4 inches. So that is, I'll write this down so you can see it. 1 3/4 inches by 3 1/4 3/4 inches. So that's the piece of cardstock that you need, okay, right there, okay. And remember, we already cut off this designer paper that was 1.5 by 3.25, okay. So we're going to label or layer this onto this piece of cardstock here. See, it's going to cover it right up. There we go. And then this will go on to our front. Just like this. There we go. So I've already pre-stamped my greeting from the Snowflake Wishes stamp set, okay? So don't you love that? Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. That's definitely what we need. I'm going to use dimensionals here on the ends. I'm going to put one in the middle. I want to make sure it's nice and stable, okay? So I'm adding my greeting first so I can get an idea where I want to put that snowflake. So I get it down low enough. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to just add my greeting here. You can go anywheres. And then I've cut out a snowflake using the so many snowflake dies, using our balmy blue glimmer paper, which is in our mini catalog right now currently. I didn't punch out the centers, they didn't punch out, so I think I'm going to leave them just like that. And I'm going to add some Tombow glue here, okay? Make sure I need to get it going here. Whoops, that was a lot. Okay, I got way too much glue on there. Remember, Tombow, less is more. Okay, get rid of that. So we're going to just add this really sparkly snowflake here. Love it. Okay, so there's the outside of our card. Yay. That glimmer paper just really does it. All right, so this piece is 2 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches of white cardstock, and I've used the stamps from the Snowflake Wishes stamp set again. So we're just going to add this to the center. My Seal Plus. And I love how the designer paper just creates a really beautiful background. There we go. Isn't that just wonderful? Quick and easy, wasn't it? So I hope you make more of these. Try making some of these. Just choose whatever designer paper is in your collection that you're having a lot. But we need to finish it off with a beautiful envelope. I stamped some snowflakes here while I had my stamps out. And we're going to add some designer paper to the flap. We're going to use Tombow again here. Okay, I just kind of go around the perimeter, not too close, and then they're really just kind of really thin scratch lines of glue, okay? You don't need a ton of glue. You don't feel like you got to cover the whole thing, because as long as you get the outer edges. So I kind of have my designer paper up, and I'm going to butt it up against that fold on the envelope, and then smooth it down and flip it. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. I meant to have this color up. Oh well. It'll all go together. I have another card I need to make, so we'll see about changing the flap. All right, so we're going to just easily trim this, and we're almost done. There we go. So we've got a beautiful little gift card holder that's easy to send to anybody on your holiday list this year. So if you have any questions, or if you'd love to order any of these products, please feel free to reach out to me. And here is my website that you can always place an order at for any of these products, okay? And I will try to list the dimensions in the description, okay? I'm still new to YouTube, so I'm making a video, so I'm going to try. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.